Hello, Saranac community and students. My name is Mr. Jeremy Winsor. I will be teaching the 7th grade and 10th grade science classes. More specifically, 10th grade is the biology class. It'll be important for your students to have their own personal materials this year. If you would be interested in sponsoring any additional materials for other students, it would be greatly appreciated. One of the things I'm also actively looking into is the purchasing of trout eggs from an out-of-state fish hatchery. That requires some approval from the DNR and the Michigan Department of Agriculture. And there's a substantial expense to that because the eggs have to be overnight aired. So if you would be interested in assisting with that purchase, it would also be greatly appreciated. So on to class supplies. This would include both 7th grade and 10th grade courses. Most important is a graph-ruled composition lab notebook. I did put a link on here to Amazon so you can see specifically what I was looking at. I know Meyer also sells these, but sometimes they can be swiped up pretty quickly and then not available. So I just put a link there to help you identify what I'm specifically looking for. This really does become the student's self-created textbook. So any of the materials that we do in class will actually get put into this lab notebook, and then students can use it as a tool for studying and homework and that kind of stuff. Dry erase expo markers, these are going to be really important. Everything that we do in class is going to be building models and interpreting data from websites and worksheets and things like that, and we take and we use data and we formulate models and we use whiteboards to depict those models in small groups. So it's really important that students have dry erase markers at their disposal. Number 2 pencils are going to be important as well, so make sure your students coming with some number 2 pencils. I am a senior teacher. I've been doing this for a while, and deodorant is going to be a requirement for your student, whether that be just throw it inside of their backpack or inside of their locker. It does need to be available for them. I've learned through experience that that's something they should have on them all the time. So please send that with them as well. Highlighters, colored pencils, and pens, these are just suggested materials. So if you're one of those people that's like, hey, I like to have everything organized with color codes or anything like that, your student might desire to have those. But again, just suggested, not required. Clorox wipes, we'd love for you to send in a bunch of Clorox wipes that we can keep stored in the classroom. Kleenexes as well. It always seems that we get into like November, December, and Kleenexes are on the short supply, so if you can send some of those in, it would be great. Scotch tape, we do use a lot of Scotch tape because we will take a lot of the resources and the materials that we pass out in class and we'll actually tape them inside of our lab notebooks. So we do go through a lot of Scotch tape as well. And then hand sanitizer is suggested as well. There may be some other things that throughout the course of the year I end up saying we need. It's going to be just a matter of me getting my feet under me, being in a new district. So if I'm reaching out to you later in the school year and saying, hey, it'd be great for you to send in this type of resource, please don't be overly upset about that. I have a lot of contact information that I've put on this sheet as well. So I've got my email address on there, my phone extension on there. You can also find information on my Twitter page. That's @JeremyWinsor. I also keep a Mr. Winsor's Classroom page on Facebook. And most of the time, the Twitter and the Facebook pages, if you're just on one of them, you're seeing what's on both of those pages. I also am in the process of creating a home page with a lot of information. It is under construction. My intentions are to add additional pictures as we get rolling here in the next couple of weeks of school. And so in order to add student pictures, I'll be sending home a just document that allows for permission for that. So please be looking for that as well. And then I also have a YouTube channel. If you're seeing this video, you may have access to the YouTube channel. Because I'm going to load this video right directly to the YouTube space. But I have a number of resources that I've loaded there that you can go and view as well, mostly instructional type resources. So I hope all of this information is useful to you. There's a lot of links that I've built into this that allow you to see specifically what we might be looking for class. And if you're one of those individuals that's like, hey, I'd really like to help out with some of the financial requirements of the classroom, and you want to just send in some financial resources, that's always appreciated as well. And I will keep people updated on where those monies are going toward to on both the Facebook and Twitter pages. And I'll probably update periodically the homepage as well. So I hope that I've covered everything in this very quick introduction to class supplies. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Email is probably the best way to get a hold of me. So I look forward to meeting all of you and having your student in class.